guys, my name is Blue and welcome back to my channel. So yesterday I had a phone call with one of my friends, and this phone call got me thinking about the same old things I talk about all the time. Accountability and empathy, and how our country has just seems to have none of it. There's so many people that are okay just not caring for others just because the problem doesn't concern them. That will sometimes go out of their way to make things difficult for someone else, at the same time having no remorse or like even care for it or even acknowledge how they've done that. Crazy how as a society we've reached this point where we're so much okay with ruining it for somebody else. Like it can be the smallest thing, like throwing your trash in public transportation for the next person to come and deal with, having no empathy, or something as big as being the reason somebody gets hurt and just walking away. So basically my friend called me. I was like, how you been and all that, and she told me that her brother was driving down the road, and I'm not sure how this exactly happened, but there was this car that was also kind of moving but kind of stopped, and they opened their car door, and her brother kind of rammed into it and had like a open wound on their leg, and it was really bad. And they just took him to the civil hospital, which we all know how civil hospitals are like in India. Took him to the civil hospital and just left him there just waiting while he's bleeding out. And this is so scary, and they just left him there. Like, they are the reason this person got hurt, but they do not care, and they just leave him there and just kind of switch off their phones. They don't want to get in trouble. If it's like, if I can't see you, you can't see me. It's something like that. I don't know. But what's really scary is that imagine being the reason somebody is badly hurt, and you just take them to a civil hospital, which, by the way, I know you guys are gonna say that a lot of people would not even do that and just dip, which I can understand. We live in that kind of country where nobody like even wants to help. Most people will just go and leave, and it's like, it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing, just like on an international level, when we're just like hitting the peak of being apathetic. It's like it got into a point where somebody could be really hurt and just people would just like walk around or take a video of it. It's really bad. And I feel like empathy is something that can be taught, and I also feel like apathy is something that definitely is also taught, and a lot of the times people choose to teach apathy. In India, there's a big focus on teaching apathy. If it's not hurting you, it's not your problem, sort of deal. And you know what that creates is like a huge panic. Like it looks like a good solution, like, okay, just be super cautious of yourself, take care of only yourself, and not give a shit about the person before or after you. It looks like it might work, but what it creates is like, it creates big panic. If you zoom out, it creates a bigger problem, because when nobody cares about anybody else, everybody is scared of everybody else, because nobody wants to think about another person in an empathetic way. So you also think no one's thinking about you in an empathetic way, and it just like creates this cycle where everybody's always scared, but everybody's also always so cruel. This is ruining living experience of literally everybody in this country. And yeah, it's definitely, apathy is taught, and I am a big believer of that. Okay, so basically, yeah, she told me on the phone, like, there was a lot of blood, and they just left them there at the hospital, just like fend for themselves. When when you're losing so much blood, you probably, especially like surrounded with so much chaos at a civil hospital. We know what civil hospitals are like in India. So they just kind of dip and like switch off their phones, and it's like, it's not just like this one issue. There's so many issues like this. It just yeah, makes me angry. It makes me angry. It's not like I can do anything about it except like yap about it. But holy shit, it's like everywhere in so many different situations. It's like the same thing. It's just people being apathetic, people trying to act like they didn't create a problem, people just never taking accountability, never being empathetic. It's just everybody everywhere. Like, whoa, when are we gonna get over this problem? So yeah, it's what I was thinking about. They did file an FIR against these people, and it wouldn't have to go to that point if just like being more careful of your surroundings. And B, if you can't do that, at least be with the person that you have hurt, see it through, and make sure they're safe while their family gets there. How hard is it to be empathetic and to not be such a anyways, what do you guys think about this? I'm sure everybody has faced similar stuff, and I feel like the root cause of all of this is just apathy, and I feel like apathy is just taught, just like empathy.